in Chicago. I'm trying not to burp here. They were horrible the season before, so they would not have been playing in late January of 1999.
I trust you on this.
Yeah. I think they won 4 games the year before, so that's not the case. I'm thinking, so I'm speculating, but there was a Canadians versus Blackhawks NHL hockey game that night where the Chicago Blackhawks won 3-0 over the Canadians. I'm speculating they went to that game and just got hammered. And then Pete convinced Audre to get the tattoo.
Ah.
So that is my...
Balls deep dive. Yeah.
And really, we end that scene with Meegan walking in. Meegan, who is played by Leslie Bibb. I know her mostly from Talladega Nights. I don't know. She's recently in a movie called About My Father with Robert De Niro and Sebastian Maniscalco. I'm sure I just butchered his name, but Sebastian, the stand-up comedian, who's very funny. I think she was also in Iron Man as well. But Talladega Nights. I mean, come on, that has to be her best role, I think, other than The League. Talladega Nights in The League. She's killing it.
I've never seen Talladega Nights.
Oh, no. All right, so that's what we're doing next. we're just going to do this podcast just so we can pick out shows that you need to watch. We need to find something for me to watch, right?
Yes.
That
I've been trying to think of that, but I couldn't. I was like, I can't think of anything where I would be persuading you to enjoy something that you don't know anything about.
It wouldn't necessarily have to be a television show or a movie or any of that. It could, I don't know.
Yeah.
You're an artist, so
yeah, I mean,
have me look at art and then
well, yeah, sure.
Be like, there's red in it. There's a white specks and I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Well,
something like that.
I'll keep thinking about it. We'll have to watch like documentaries or something.
There you go.
There you
find
go.
a documentary that yep. Although I like some documentaries. You're okay. I'm somewhat sophisticated.
I know.
Even though I'm a dude. We get into scene 2. Are you ready for scene 2?
I am.
Awesome. We got Pete and Kevin. They're on the phone. So Elisha, what's the weirdest place that you talked on the phone? Like, where were you? Were you any weird locations?
Probably France.
France. that's a pretty weird location.
Yeah.
You've been on the phone.
I was in Italy once. I think I used the phone.
Nice.
College campus.
Yeah, right.
I don't usually talk on the phone when I'm on the toilet.
I have answered the phone while on the toilet, but I did not let the other person know that I was. It was mostly because I knew, like, oh, I should answer this, right? Your kid calls, then you probably should answer it,
right? And then immediately you say, "Are you okay? Why are you calling? Because I'm pooping right now."
Yeah, we need. Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta go. We gotta go. But one thing I noticed that Kevin, while in the bathroom, he's drinking a Bud Light.
Yes.
And he's got a Fantasy Guru magazine, which I don't know if Fantasy Guru is an actual magazine. It seemed pretty legit but there are magazines now, not so much, right? But there were magazines. I would say in 2009 there were magazines dedicated to fantasy football, who you should draft, giving you different statistics about certain players and who you should bring in on your team.
I know I shouldn't be surprised, but I am a little surprised.
Yeah, no, there's actual publications.
Publications.
Yeah, the people, there were editors and writers dedicated to...
I'm sure that there still are. I'm sure
printers
that just all of those magazines have been put online.
They're all online.
Right.
Now. Absolutely.
And there's probably even more of them.
Yes, there are almost too many, probably.
Yeah.
And there's podcasts. There's so many different podcasts.
And now we're just adding to
We're just
problem.
adding to all of that. We are. Yeah.
As we do.
As I apologize. Okay, so here's another thing I want to do. We are going to read through the scene. So I think you have Pete. Although
I do have Pete.
if you want to be Kevin, you can be Kevin. But either way.
Do you want to picture me sitting on a toilet or?
Yes. Well, no, I'm Kevin.
I know, but I'm just asking you. Like, if you want me to be on a toilet, then we can switch. If not.
No.
Okay.
This is fine. All right. So here's scene 2 from the draft. Pete and Kevin talk on the phone.
Kevin.
Are you ready for this thing?
I'm impressed with you this season. You made it 8 minutes actually before you threw in the towel. And you know I'm impressed, man.
Bullshit, dude. I'm doing the work this year, okay? I may even fly out to some mini caps, you know? How about that? You ever think about that? Are you ready to go? Are you ready to go?
What was that? What was that noise?
What?
The sound of swirling water.
The flush?
Are you in the bathroom?
Yeah, I'm in the bathroom. What's the big deal?
I'm not sure I really appreciate being associated with your bathroom time.
This is the only time I get to myself.
Is this a common occurrence?
Yeah.
Remember the big conversation we had about whether Meegan and I were going to get married?
Toilet.
What about when I thought I might want to leave my job?
Porta potty.
Porta potty?
That day was weird. We were doing construction on the house. Listen, in all seriousness, the reason I'm calling you is because I got to let you know, give you the heads up that Jenny and I are going to try and have another kid.
No.
Thank you so much for the warm tidings.
Dude, you do not understand, okay? We had a massive blow up after the kid situation. This has far-reaching implications. I'm going to get buried underneath.
Sucks to be you, champion. Gotta go.
You suck. See you Sunday.
Love you. Very good. Yay.
Yay. We have to clap for ourselves because we're here alone in a room. Yay.
Good job. By the way, Elisha canceled on me Tuesday, and I was like, I got to add something else. Oh, yeah, let's do a cold read. Let's cold read of a scene. And I picked that one. All right. So what do we know here? Baby situation is going to... We've mixed in some drama.
Yes.
By adding this baby situation, right? So scene 3, we get into the Eckhart bedroom. Pete and Meegan. Another point that we make here is that the draft shirt is missing.
Oh, yes.
And Meegan does not know. Well, she says she does not know where it is.
Yes.
And then Pete is violated.
Yeah, I was very uncomfortable with that scene.
It's very uncomfortable.
That scene, I was like, oh, this is going to ruin my algorithm or something. Why did Phil do this to me?
So throughout this show, there are a lot of sexual references. Incredibly amount of sexual references in the show. Obviously, things that have nothing to do with fantasy football or football itself. So just get ready because episode 2, it gets worse.
Well, I mean, I don't mind the sex, and if you want to, here's my take on it. Right?
Yeah.
Your body is your house. You use your back door however you want.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but
Concur.
Nobody else should be busting in your back door.
Yeah.
Even if it's just a tip.
That's right. Pete is not.
If you don't want anybody coming in the back door.
Yeah.
That's not cool.
Pete is not comfortable with this.
Right.
Absolutely.
No, and it's very obvious.
And it's certainly grounds for what happens later. Certainly.
Yes.
Definitely. Or it's one of the many things I think that are like, okay, this is...
yeah, I was really fine with the final outcome. I was like, oh, thank goodness. I don't want to... I mean, I even do kind of like the whole role reversal thing because she's very alpha.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, she's very alpha,
yeah.
and that's kind of cool. But consent is a big thing.
Yeah, consent is I think is important. Here.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, we get to the next scene, and we're at the MacArthur house. It is Ellie's birthday. Ellie is Kevin and Jenny's daughter, and she is turning 5.
Yes.
Did I write? I didn't write down a number.
Yeah, she's
turning 5.
It's her 5th birthday.
However, Taco, who is there, thinks she's like 9 or 10. He has no clue, even though that is his niece. But we do know that Ellie has learned how to spell, obviously, on the board. Did you notice what word that she...
Yes, whore.
She wrote whore.
And fun.
And fun, yeah.
Yes.
I'm
wondering if Uncle Taco...
I think that's pretty
evident might have taught her.
By the very, very end
Yeah.
of... yes, that is a Taco thing. And I'll introduce who Ellie is here when we get to her first line later. Have you ever seen the movie Total Recall?
Yes, I have.
Have you ever been high and watched Total Recall?
No.
Did you get high and watch Total Recall twice in a row?
No.
As Taco did?
No.
Yeah. I actually, I've seen Total Recall for sure, but it's been a long time since I've watched it.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold, and is it Sharon Stone?
Yes. Yeah. And it's sci-fi.
And it's very sci-fi. Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's referring to that Total Recall because I think, didn't they do a remake? I thought they did a remake in I don't know what year. I didn't look at it. I didn't look that part up. I've looked up so many things for the show. There was one thing I just didn't.
No, I have no idea.
I thought they did, but I don't know.
I mean,
it can't be better than the Arnold Schwarzenegger version.
I mean, the only thing that could be better are maybe the special effects.
There you go.
But,
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
CGI, right?
CGI. Yeah. I didn't like any of the superhero movies until like they fixed the CGI. Like the early ones, like that first Hulk or something. I remember I wasn't really into it. I can't remember what the first thing that I saw was like, oh, this CGI actually works for me.
I know exactly what I'm going to make you watch now.
Oh, no.
I'm going to make you watch really weird French movies.
Ooh.
From the 80s.
All right.
And early 90s.
Perfect.
Yeah. Perfect. There's no football in any of them that I know of.
I like European football. Football?
No football.
No football? Okay. Well, all right. Well, let's do it. I like it. So Pete enters the room. He brings the Shiva. This is the introduction of the Shiva. Mm-hmm. Now, the Shiva does not get explained in the episode. Not yet.
Does it ever get explained?
Yes.
Okay. Because there's someone's photograph on it.
Is a photograph and is a... I don't know. Should I just wait till we talk about it later? We'll save that one because they really don't address anything with the trophy. But they do.
But they do later. Okay.
They do later. And then we find out that 2005, Pete won. Mm-hmm. He also won in 2007 and 2008. But did you see who won in 2006?
Yes, Taco.
And he doesn't remember.
Yeah.
He doesn't remember winning. And he wrote his name. It's like, dude, you wrote your name on here. So you had this at your house for a year. Like, oh, sweet. So cool. We get into scene 5. And we're outside the MacArthur house and we got Pete and Audre. So now we're now meeting Audre really for the first time. We're hearing Audre's voice other than from when he was getting a tattoo from January 21st, 1999 on his back. And they're describing dirty things that they want to do to the Shiva.
Yes, many things.
Many dirty things, which is also a common thing. That it's how they pay homage to the Shiva.
Yes.
In many ways. So
it reminded me so much of band practice.
Yes. Yes. Yes, our band practices got dirty, but it was just Mokel. It wasn't like real dirty. It was just
we were just joking.